and this girl just like I think she must have liked him or something, but then they end up sleeping, and you know how people will do anything for attention these days. So yeah,
And money.
like, yeah, money as well.
Yeah. And 4.5 years in prison was a very long time. But then Death Row's CEO Suge Knight, he posted 1.4 million bond for Tupac's release, and Tupac was then signed to Death Row. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Me Against the World, a multi-million selling album, was released. And in February 13, 1996, Shakur's fourth album, solo album, All Eyes on Me, under Death Row, debuted #1 on the Billboard's album chart, and it sold around 5 million copies.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and it was rap's first double CD. How did you feel about that, Snoop?
Man, I mean, I was happy, you know. I could see that rap music was really coming along now, especially with Pac on the scene, you know.
Yeah. So after that, Snoop, you personally, and Tupac released 2 of America's Most Wanted.
Yeah, that's right.
And a video characters of Biggie and Puffy.
Yeah.
And then, what was the reception that you got from that?
Man, I mean, it was good, but you know how the whole West Coast, East Coast thing was going on, you know.
Yeah.
People on the East Coast, they weren't too pleased with some of our lyrics and the things that we were saying, but you know, I mean, we were just expressing our opinions, and at the end of the day, you know, it's a song in it, so yeah. Like,
So you meant no harm?
Yeah.
But then in June the 4th, 1996, Death Row released Tupac's Hit 'Em Up, which had very negative and positive feedback.
Yeah, I mean, that's the part, I think, when the West Coast and East Coast conflict really started to shine, you know. Like, that song was really popular on the West Coast, while on the East Coast, people just had more hatred towards Pac.
Yeah, then his life was in danger, apparently. Many said that, including his bodyguard.
Yeah, I mean, there were some allegations that he could have been, he was in danger of being robbed or shot or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and then September 1996, September the 7th, he attended a Mike Tyson boxing match. Was he there in Las Vegas? He wasn't, was he?
Nah.
Oh, but he left with Suge Knight in his car, and then a few minutes later they pulled up a traffic light, and the car pulled up next to him, and he was shot, which led him to being in a coma. And then, unfortunately, a few days after that, Tupac died on the 13th of September 1996. What effect did this have on you?
Man, I mean, I was real sad inside. You know, he was my homeboy. I mean, we used to rap together and all, you know. And when I first heard he got shot, I was like, what, again? But then, you know, when I started hearing that his condition was critical, you know, I went over to see him, and yeah, and then that's it.
Tupac Shakur still lives on with us through his music. Thank you, Snoop Dogg, for joining us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And thank you lot for watching Ratchet.
Rest in peace, Tupac.